SCP-016 remains confined in a 5-meter cube held below 0 degrees Celsius, with the sample kept in its petri dish unless Level 4 or O5 authority directs otherwise. Every sample and duplicate requires before and after documentation under BC Valor of IV Morals, and failure means termination or reassignment to Class-D status. An outbreak triggers Code Sigma lockdown. Infected personnel are killed on site, and if containment fails after 48 hours, the on-site nuclear device is detonated. SCP-016 was recovered from a mine worker in a deep coal seam after an injury became contaminated with coal dust, possibly carrying dormant spores. Over several days, the pathogen infected the mining camp and a CDC crisis team, until Foundation personnel took over and terminated all affected personnel. Patient 0 was taken into captivity, and the mine shaft where the infection began was collapsed with an explosive device. SCP-016 may incubate for 24 hours to 2 years. Early symptoms mimic a cold before blood in the lungs creates an aerosol effect. In Phase 3, the host crashes and bleeds out, with extreme blood pressure and projectile vomiting observed beyond 5 meters. Under high stress, SCP-016 changes tactic from reproduction to host DNA rewriting and rapid cell division, beginning major physiological changes within 24 hours. Transformed hosts no longer show hemorrhagic properties, but they become more aggressive, and new victims still undergo normal SCP-016 infection. D-016 was flooded for 24 hours. SCP-016 produced gills, fins, eye atrophy, and echolocation before the subject was killed by draining the room. D-016 Tech faced the same flooding, but SCP-016 produced rapid muscle growth and larger knuckle bones for punching through reinforced steel. D-016 grew a chambered chest organ with 2 tubes, and the organ contained acetylene and oxygen gas sacs before personnel shot the subject. D-0104 was told to form wings, but without applied stress, SCP-010 did not enter its teratomorphic state, and the subject died in Phase 3. D-01 Velasbihu was suspended above a mineshaft. SCP-0116 formed a tentacle-like wrist organ, like spinnerets, and extruded strong silk-like material. SCP-016 can survive 6 hours on hard surfaces and several minutes in air, while intense ultraviolet light and orthofaldehydride disinfect non-organic surfaces. SCP-016 remains Keter because containment depends on cold storage, lethal lockdown, and preventing a pathogen that can adapt bodies under stress.